Hello, everyone. Welcome to Durrett's Take. Let's get started. There's a lot I want to go over. Um, the first thing I want to go over is the comments that Aaron Rodgers had made Sunday about his future being uncertain, and all that. So a lot of people are speculating that he might want out or is going to leave. And it would have to be Rodgers wanting out because Green Bay wouldn't be stupid enough to willingly let him walk away. But here's the thing, though. Rodgers is not going to leave. You know why? Because Rodgers, first of all, is actually in a better situation now. I mean, yeah, there's a few things to fix, like that corner problem. You got to figure out Jones. Like, there's obviously stuff, question marks, and stuff to fix. But compared to a lot of other teams that he can be on, This is one of the most ideal scenarios and best fits he can be on. Also in the division alone, you got Cousins, you got Trubisky, most likely, and then you're most likely gonna have a rookie quarterback for Detroit. So you can just pencil in winning the division every year, getting at least one home playoff game. Although Rodgers isn't taking advantage of that, but oh well. And then besides Brady for maybe one more year because he has one more year on his contract after this year, and then who knows, maybe he might retire. Then you got Russell Wilson, maybe Kyler Murray, and that's it. It's like you don't really have a lot of tough competition compared to quarterbacks in the AFC. And as far as, okay, let's just say this is going to happen. I feel like Rodgers requires 4 first-round picks, kind of like how the Nets had to pull that for James Harden. How many teams can actually do that, though? It's just not a lot. You really think about it. So, like, are the Rams going to give away their 4 future first-round picks? They're going to be in the late round. Do the Packers want that? Also, they don't even have a first pick around this year alone, so I just feel like, and they got cap issues, so I feel like that wouldn't be a thing. So then you have to look at teams that actually not only have a lot of first-round picks, but have good ones as well. And there's only 2 teams that have that. So Jets and Dolphins. And let's say Deshaun Watson gets traded to the Jets, then that means you'll be looking at Dolphins here. Which, by the way, Jets are in a rebuilding mode anyways. I know with Watson or Rodgers, they become playoff contenders and stuff like that. But I mean, they're still in rebuilding mode. And I like the direction they hire though, with hiring Saul and stuff. And then you got Dolphins where, okay, the Packers, they would like that 3rd pick. They would like that 18th pick. And then, of course, a couple of future first rounders. Because I feel like because Dolphins, they're going to have higher picks than they have right now, so this would be the opportunity to jump on it, especially since Rodgers would be an upgrade over to long term. I know it's a little bit hazy, but like 3 to 5 years wise, Rodgers would be better, obviously. Now, Packers would have to bring it to us. I'm not sure if it's a thing where it's like, okay, we still believe in Jordan Love, so therefore we're going to try to trade Tua, or is it be okay, start Tua for a year, or trade Jordan Love? I wouldn't know how that situation would work out, but they would figure it out. But the problem is for the Jets or the Dolphins, you're still got to face Mahomes, and Allen, and Watson, and Jackson, even Lawrence, etc. So the path to the Super Bowl will be a lot harder in the AFC. So now going back to the NFC, maybe thinking, well, what about the Saints? Well, I will give you that the Saints have so much cap issues that they're probably gonna be looking to trade some players. So I mean, the Packers would be like, yeah, give us Cam Jordan, like we'll take that, or yeah, give us another number 1 receiver, Michael Thomas, yeah, we'll take that, and then of course with a couple of freshman players, yeah, we'll do that. But first of all, I don't feel like Rodgers would want that just because then he had to have Brady as on the vision for at least a year, and he's trying to avoid Brady. But then also, I know Peyton likes both Hill and Winston, and I feel like he wouldn't pull the trigger at that point. So then you got to think either the LA Rams or San Francisco 49ers, especially since Rodgers is from California. Obviously, Rodgers with Shanahan would be a deadly combination. And the 49ers have the 12th pick this season, so I mean, Packers might want that, but then again, it'll be like the 30th pick for the next 3 years since the 49ers will be that good every year. So I'm just not sure that's enough for the Packers to be like, sure, we'll trade you to the 49ers, especially since the 49ers have had their hand recently. And I'm not sure how that would go, if they want Jimmy G or not. And then you'd be thinking Rams, but it's just like, again, I'm not sure the Packers want Goff, and that's a big contract for Goff. And then not only that, but again, Rams have other cap issues, so they'd be really banking on Rodgers literally taking them to the Super Bowl, which I'm not sure that would automatically happen or not. So that's why I'm kind of hazy on all that working out. So you see, that's why I feel like Rodgers will be back with Green Bay next year, most likely. Now, if they suffer another bad loss in the playoffs, like this past loss on Sunday, then he might say, okay, with only one more year on my deal, okay, yeah, I'm going to be a free agent unless you trade me. So, but with 2 years left on a deal, I just don't see it working uh, working out for him to leave. So, something interesting, not shocking, is that happened over the weekend was the Lions revealed that, and Mathew Stafford revealed that they're going to work on a trade here. It was mutually agreed upon. Um, so now, like I did for Watson, I'm going to reveal my top 5 places for him. So let's get started. Indianapolis will be 1. Yes, I know AFC better quarterbacks, like I mentioned earlier, so that's gonna be a problem. But and I already said this for Watson, but the problem is that I don't feel like Watson is gonna go there because they're in the same division. But I feel like the Indianapolis Colts, they're young, they're talented, they're all right. All they need is that star quarterback to really take them to the next level, to take them to, and that next level would be like the AFC Championship game, for example, or get to Mahomes or something. Like that would be kind of the next step. I feel like Stafford can do like Stafford. I feel like, I mean, he's had okay teams here and there, but I feel like he's never got the good coaching and never had the most talented teams as his time in Detroit. So I feel like he'd be able to take this to the next level. Um, the next option is Denver. I know you would be thinking, why Denver here? But I mean, Locke's. I mean, I don't think Locke's the guy for the future. And if that's the case, then, I mean, if you could move off him and get Mathew Stafford, then you would instantly become Super Bowl contenders again. No, I know they have to make upgrades defensively and stuff like that, so it's not just automatic Super Bowl contender. They do have to make some moves. But I feel like, hopefully in free agency, they could be able to do that. And then also, I mean, being in the same division as Mahomes and Justin Herbert's not going to be that. It's not the best ideal situation, but again, I feel like Stafford can make it work with Denver with those offensive weapons that they have. Next, New England. Now, I'm not sure if the Lions will be willing to do a trade here. I mean, they've been doing trades with Patriots in the past, but now the Matt Patricia's gone and he was the Patriot guy. I'm not sure what they're going to do as far as that goes, but I mean, I know you may be saying, well, you said Patriots don't have a lot of weapons. Yes, that's true, but let's be honest. I mean, besides a few players here, that Mathew Stafford really has had to work with a lot of weapons as well. So he can be used to not working with weapons and make it work, and then also be obviously a great culture compared to the Lions culture. So I feel like Stafford would appreciate that. Next is San Francisco, obviously. Same reasons for why it'd be good if Deshaun Watson got traded there. I don't really need to explain more. Like we just know Stafford and Shane, I feel like will click, and the offense will be good, along with the defense being good. Now for the fifth for my wild card option, this is a little bit interesting here. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys. You may laugh at this, but here's why. If Dallas does not want to pay Dak the type of money that he thinks he deserves, and I agree with that he doesn't deserve like I don't want them to overpay for Dak, especially since coming off a major injury. If they don't trust him with the injury or or they don't want to pay him, they could be like, oh, well, we'll franchise tag you again, but then we'll trade you to Detroit, and then they can get Mathew Stafford in return. And then if they have to throw in that 10th pick, they could do that. So then that way, it's like Cowboys are, once again, like I feel like Stafford. Stafford and Dak on some limits, but I feel like you lose the running ability obviously with Dak, but I feel like Stafford's a better pure passer though than Dak Prescott is, and especially with all those offensive weapons at wide receiver, I feel like that would be beneficial for them. Mathew Stafford is from Texas, so he'd be going home, which means he'd probably want to stay there for as long as he can until he retires and everything. And so I feel like it could work out there. We'll see. And then a 6 option, I did top 5, but a 6 option I would have is Washington as my next option, just because they got the good defense, they got enough weapons, so there's the quarterback away there. Him, Ron Rivera should be able to work out. Now you may be thinking Chicago. Why not Chicago? Again, that's within the division. I just don't see that happening. New Orleans, again, the cap issues, like they would have to trade some star players to Detroit. And I know like Dan Campbell's just was with New Orleans, so they might make some. I just don't see that happening though. So yeah, there you go. So something I'm going to do now is I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this every week. I don't think I'll do every week, but I'll try to do at least every other week or a couple times a month, whatever. But I'm going to go over my current top 10 NBA teams as of right now. It's not projecting the future. This is based off right now. So number 1, I got the LA Lakers. They're 10-0 on the road. Like they've been doing really well. Now, I'm surprised they're only 14-4. I feel like they should have a better record because they got a better roster. But still, they're doing really well. I like what I've seen from them. Number 2, I got Utah. 12. You may be laughing there, but Utah is the best three-point shooting team in the NBA right now. They're on an 8-game winning streak of their own. Top 10 both offensive and defensive efficiency. So there's a reason why they're tied with Lakers and Clippers, I guess, on the fewest losses because they're that good. 3 Clippers. Again, ever since that bad loss against the Mavs type of thing, they kind of been playing a little bit better and racking up wins. Now, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George are going to be out for at least a game, if not probably a couple due to COVID protocols. So that's probably going to affect their wins and losses for a little bit. But I still feel like they're a really good team in there. I'm doing better than they were last year. 4, I got Philadelphia, 12-6. I like again what Joel Embiid's been doing this year, playing like MVP. I like Seth Curry, what he's been able to do. I like the other role players for Philly, Dean Grease type of Dwight Howard doing his thing type of thing. I just like the job that Doc Rivers has done there. 5, I got Boston. Man, it just makes. I just saw a complete change. Like it's amazing what the difference between when Jason Tatum was finally able to come back and play last night after getting COVID. It's a difference to see how Boston is with him versus without him. And with him, it's like they've only had a couple losses. So like 3 of their losses, I think, maybe 4 without Tatum. So it definitely is a difference there. 6, I got Milwaukee. They've kind of been up and down, which is kind of surprising because usually in the regular season they're just so good. But I feel like part of it is because Giannis is bad free throw shooting, but then also I just feel like they're not making as many shots they did kind of last year type of thing. So we'll kind of see if they can figure that out. But I mean, Milwaukee's still a good team, still going to be a contender. 7, Brooklyn, 11-8. You may not be thinking, why are they not higher? Well, they did lose 2 in a row to the Cavs, and one that was when all the big 3 was playing. I just feel like it's going to take a while to kind of gel out there, and they got to figure out some defensive issues. They did so last night, but they still need to kind of figure that out before I can put them higher. 8, I got Indianapolis, 10-7. They're just one of the teams that's kind of like off and on. Again, they would be higher on this list if Chris LeVert, like when he got traded to the Pacers, that they didn't find out he had a mass on his knee. By the way, I hope he's okay. If that trade would have worked out, I feel like Indianapolis would be even better. So they kind of got robbed on that. So right now, 9, I got Denver at Tennessee. Maybe laughing, but it's just like Denver, I think, is on at least a 5-game winning streak. Like they've been playing a lot better since Michael Porter Jr.'s been certainly after him being away with COVID, and I still feel like there is depth, like not lack of depth at the bench. So that's why I feel like when it comes to playoff time, they're not going to go that far. But still, I like the direction they're heading right now, and then obviously the way the Joker's been playing. And then 10, I got Portland at 9-7. They've been kind of under the radar right now because we're talking Utah, we're talking Philly, we're talking the LA teams, talking Brooklyn, but it's just like Portland 9-7. I mean, they're the only other team above 500 right now, but and they're really good offensively. Once again, maybe even better offense than they were last year. Now, defensively, they still have a bunch of issues, but offensively, they're doing really good. So there you go. So to repeat my top 10, I got Lakers 1, Jazz 2, Clippers 3, 76ers 4, Celtics 5, Bucks 6, Nets 7, Pacers 8, Nuggets 9, and Blazers 10. So thank you very much for listening to my podcast today. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell everyone about me. Thank you very much. You all have a wonderful day.